if you are watching this today, I have to tell you something super, super important. I hope you don't get distracted. I hope you don't click off this reading, because I really feel here that there is an amazing, amazing energy of someone who is thinking about you today. Now, you have been wondering what this person is up to, what they are doing. There has been someone specific on your mind, and I'm going to deliver today a message on this particular day, okay, of what this person is thinking about in regards to you, okay? So I just want you to know that the Fool here is really representing the fact that someone has a very opened energy towards you. They may have been very closed off in the past. They may have also had a bit of a childlike energy. And what I mean by that is that it's not that they're a child, but more so that they may have been sort of just very wrapped in their own world and wanting things in their own way, to the point where sometimes it came across as maybe a bit selfish. Like they always just want what they want and they don't necessarily consider what you want. And also they may have been sort of emotionally unavailable, or a little bit sort of hot and cold, or they may have just been very confused about their life and knowing what to do and what not to do, and just being very, very confused, okay? And this person could have also in the past given you some surprises that just felt really kind of overwhelming or shocking, or just very, again, childlike, right? You don't know what they're going to think or say or how they're going to act. There's a very strong energy that comes through in regards to this person, okay? Now, let's have a look and see what they are thinking about in regards to you today. So we have got here the Three of Pentacles, okay? This is an energy here where they want to make things work with you, whether this was a friend, a family member, a romantic partner, or someone that you were sort of around, that you have very much thought about. This person wants to make things work with you because this card is all about teamwork. It's about making things happen. It's about looking at all different perspectives and trying to gain a better understanding. So right now they're trying to understand what happened between you both, what you meant to them. And from what I can see in regards to what you really meant to this person feels like you have been such a rock and such a support that they don't believe they will find anywhere else. You have been so loving, loyal, kind, and I really feel like one of the biggest energies, okay, that I can point out is that you've always had a very strong listening ear. And what I mean by that is you've always listened, okay? You've always tried to sort of listen to their perspective, listen to the things that they are worrying about, listen to, you know, what they're saying. And a lot of the times you may have found that this person, like if you were speaking to this person, is that when you're telling them something, they're not really that focused on what you're telling them. Like it's almost like their mind is sort of elsewhere and they're not really listening. They're just sort of listening to listen, if that makes sense. Whereas they know that when they were speaking, you were properly listening. You were listening to actually understand, to listen, to give something in return, right? However, when you were speaking, this person, they know this, okay, that their mind was always elsewhere. Or if you were around this person, they were always listening to other people's conversations, but not really ever listening to yours, okay? Like eavesdropping on other people's conversations. And so what I want you to know is that this person knows what you brought to the table. They absolutely know what you brought to the table. You don't even have to explain it to them. You may think that you have to explain it to them and be like, you know, I did this and I did this. No. They already know, because your character is unlike anyone else that they've ever met. You have so much empathy, you have so much kindness. You know, when you do something, you properly do it. You don't pretend to do it. You don't pretend to listen. You don't pretend to have empathy. You actually have empathy. You actually have understanding. You don't have ulterior motives. And a person like you is very, very special, okay? Very, very special. And I need you to know that today, this person is thinking about the fact that they really do regret not treating you better than they should have. And it's just a natural fact. Facts. Real facts, okay? So, if you claim this energy, okay, because it is very profound and it is very, very strong, and this resonates with you, please like this reading to seal in the intention. Comment down below as well, okay? This person is thinking about me. And of course, do subscribe as well. I'm here every day doing readings and I love it, I do. And of course, I do personal services, readings. You know, there's personal readings done within 12 to 24 hours. There's thousands of 5-star reviews. Everything is on shopmoonlightguidance.com and linked down below. There's bracelets, necklaces, anklets, pom-poms, tassels, candles, sage bundles, teas, and so much more. So Yeah, definitely do check it out if you're interested. There's also intention items, which are handmade, meditated with, and saged. And of course, there is the intention rituals for love, money, marriage, career, success, beauty, justice, healing, black magic removal, protection, etc. They just know, like, I had to be patient for this card to come out, right? I was talking about a lot of things, but this card, it took its time. This person knows that you have been so patient, okay? So patient with them, and they know that no one else is as patient as you. Especially in this day and age, there's very, very few people that are patient and understanding and caring and respectful, and they just know that they're never going to find someone like you again. Like, they just won't, because they haven't. It's just a fact. They haven't found someone like you, right? So they just know that you're extremely, extremely patient. They know they're not going to find someone like you, which is why, okay, the Fool represents this person coming in. I wouldn't be surprised on this particular day. Some of you will get messages from this person. Others of you, this person is creating that opening, you know, to understand how they can now come forward towards you. Because for some of you, that they're still kind of not doing a lot, but behind the scenes, their feelings are very, very activated. Very, very activated in regards to what they need to now do towards you, how they now need to be towards you, what they now need to say. And we've got here also the Page of Wands, okay? Now this is very powerful. Why? Page of Wands here shows that they're going to be thinking about what to say, how to come forward, you know, how to be proactive, how to be understanding, how to be respectful, what's going to make you feel good, what isn't, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to really, really think about the fact that they need to do something and they need to say something and not just be stuck in their own ways. And that's what we have here, communication card with the Knight of Swords. There you go, right? They're going to communicate. Boom. You can't make this up. Look at the synchronicity, okay? Because this is how I work as a reader. I say something and then the cards following just reflect it. What did I say? They're going to come forward, right? And they're going to have something to say. Boom. Got to speak up, okay? This person is going to speak up towards you. They're going to come towards you. They're going to progress towards you. They're going to have something to say, and they will make it all about you, okay? This is not them making it about themselves. No. Making it about you. What does that mean? That means that they will come to you with it not being about them, okay? They're not going to be like, oh, but I really need you and I really miss you. They'll be like, I really miss you because you brought so much goodness, you're so kind, you're so caring, you're so understanding, and I feel really stupid that I didn't understand that at the beginning, that you're just so amazing. You know, it's like, yes, they'll talk about, you know, the fact that they miss you and they do, you know, care deeply about you, but they'll also make it about you and why they do, okay? And this is really important in so many ways. I'm like, wow. Whew. I also do have the Break No Contact ritual and also the Manifest Your Specific Person ritual on my website if you're ever interested. Everything is always there for you for your convenience, so definitely do check it out. Codependent issues. I think that the one thing here is that this person was very independent for a long time. Like, they kind of didn't feel like they really needed someone, and now they're starting to realize, like, actually, you know what, I can be with a person, I can rely on a person. This person can right now end up being quite codependent. I just want you to know that. But also they may have been dealing with some alcohol things, okay? Maybe being quite addicted to having a lot of it, or, you know, kind of lowering their inhibitions with it. So it's just something to keep in mind. Listen, I think in the past this person made things all about them, but they've changed, right? They used to always be like, oh, we need to be independent, I need to do my own things, I got to do this, I got to do that. Maybe even having like 700 things that they're always doing. They could have had a lot of ego, a lot of pride, thinking that life is like working out for them always. They don't have to worry, do this, that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And now they're starting to realize, like, no, actually life is not just all about me. And they're starting to realize that, you know, they can rely on another person. There's a magpie. There's like literally a magpie over there. And there is this energy here of them sort of letting go a lot of those narcissistic ways, because, you know, they used to see certain things as a trophy, as validation, and now they're not so interested in that anymore, and it's more about you, okay? It's more about you. This is an energy here of someone that wants to come in, wants to come through, and I do also believe that some deep healing will take place, okay? So can we just confirm that some deep healing? Yep, see, boom. Nine of Pentacles, this person will feel abundant and very sort of rich in their healing and very strong. This is not a card that I worry about in terms of, you know, this person being like narcissistic. This is a good card to have. It's a very sort of like, it's a beautiful card when it represents a person. So I do believe that there is going to be some change there, which really allows things to get better. So anyways, this is your reading. If this resonates, please do like, comment down below and subscribe. Check out the description box below for information on personal services, readings, items and rituals. Everything is always linked down below for your convenience, and I will see you all very, very soon. I really hope this helps you, and definitely take care.